After creating my first video on my first experience with ayahuasca and many of the experiences that were shared, I was so happy to see that many of you have enjoyed it. Many of you have found relatable information, experiences, but many of you also found the authenticity and the emotions that video shared through it. And it has not always been like that in my life. Yeah, I believe I always have tried to be a good guy, but everything changed since 2018, since that experience. And if you haven't watched the video, I will try to put it up somewhere here on my first experience on ayahuasca. And you should watch it. I think it can offer a lot of perspectives, and it definitely can help people who have tried to find peace in their life and healing and joy and therapies and meditations. And if those have not worked, then it could offer a possibility. So 6 years later, how has this experience changed my life? Was it worth it? Would I do it again? What are some of the lessons I gained from it? Please bear with me. Every time I'm creating these videos, I'm just sharing from the back of my mind. I don't have any notes or scripts. I'm just freestyling every time. I'm just sharing what's in my heart. I'm just sharing what I experienced. I'm just sharing my own understanding of something as I have progressed through life. I will say yes. 6 years later, definitely, ayahuasca has drastically changed everything in my life. It has changed the way I see work. It has changed the way of myself as a person. It has changed the mental health in my life, my physical health. It has changed the health of my relations around me, the people I attract in my life, and the people I let go. And luckily, I attract healthier people in my life these days. It has not always been the case. I used to attract all sorts of people who had their own interests opposite to mine. So there were people who are coming to take, but there was not so many coming to bring. And I believe that's such a cool reality that's still going on today for many people out there. But I believe it starts with you. What kind of people you wish to attract in your life? And this is not one of those manifestation tactics or let me try to meditate you through a process. I don't do that. That didn't work for me. What worked was an inner change that happened through that experience in ayahuasca, and it came over years. It didn't happen overnight. I will try to add here a few pictures of me, of before and after. Hopefully I managed to do that. And I believe a picture says more than these minutes in this video will tell you if the experience was worth it. I can tell you I'm way more happier than I used to be. More information is coming to me in the sense if I'm seeking out there something, curiosities, and I cannot find the answers in the books or somebody else, they cannot give me the answers. Because a lot of the questions are related to you. A lot of the questions are meant for you to find the answers to, right? We're going pretty spiritual into this, but your questions don't always have to be spiritual in nature. Your question can be about whatever. The experience with ayahuasca itself, in my eyes and many people, it is a teacher. It is a symbiosis relationship that's being created between you and the master plant. So this plant takes the role of a teacher, of an inner teacher in your life. And yes, you can close that relationship if you want to. It's not going to be there anymore. It's also not like some toy you can play with, but it's actually a seed that's rooted inside of you, a seed of transformation, a seed of hope, a seed of love, a seed of knowing, a seed of wisdom that's ever growing. And if you take care of it, if you feed it good, healthy energies, good, healthy environments, it will help you. It will become your inner compass that will continue to expand. Whatever was there before, now is going to be 10 times fold better. So I used to be somebody very shy. I used to be somebody who wouldn't be here sharing with you this kind of videos, anything at all, sharing actually. I would just be somebody in a corner of the room. It used to be 20, 30 people in our circles that my ex-girlfriend at that time used to invite me to. And I would be the one who would not say anything the whole day, the whole night. So it was very awkward, very weird for me to explain why I don't have anything to say because I did not know it. I did not know what can I say because I did not belong to that group in the first place. I did not know them, and I needed something for myself to open up to the world. And I did my time, and I found it. Now I'm very open. I find it much more easier to create social connections. I find much more easier to talk to all sorts of people and not be afraid of anything, and be respectful in that matter, and be open-minded to their needs. So that's what changed. It made me more sociable. It made me more confident in myself, not cocky or something, but confident in the sense of, this is my need. I understand what my need is. I'm going to share with you my need, and I'm not afraid to tell you my need because it's important for you and I to understand what's each other needs at this time. What do you need today? What do I need today? And many of us don't know what we need, but it's a process. And with time, you will understand more of what it is that you need. In this case, it did create that understanding where I can translate myself, my experiences, and my needs to others much more smoother and much more elegantly. So that's a very big plus. My work also transitioned. I used to be in the past involved of not so great things in my life. But now I do things better. For many years, I have transited that work. I'm doing things that are healthy. I'm doing things which are healthy for the community. And it is making me happy because I am enjoying the roots of my labor. That's into the tech field. And I've been in the tech field for over 20 years now. So it changed the way I perceive things. I'm not in a rush of chasing money all the time. I'm in a rush of finding even more freedom in my life, finding even more joy in my life, and experiencing and sharing that with the people around me. And I don't have a target or a check mark that I need to do these things. They just happen. It happens without me realizing it. If you're happy, other people will be happy around you naturally. You don't need to tell them be happy in this moment. It will just manifest itself. And happiness can be such an expensive thing out there into the world, and it's so rare and it's so precious. But happiness always starts with you. So I believe it is your journey to find that whatever that happiness it is for you. It could be going to the gym an hour. It could be buying the new PlayStation 5. It could be marrying. It could be having a baby. It could be winning the lottery. It could be whatever. Only you know what will make you happy. But when I speak of happiness, with this, in this process of ayahuasca, I found out that I don't need a lot of things to be happy. All I need was always sitting inside of here. This is the only thing I ever needed in my life. When I was in the experience, there was nothing else guiding me through the experience. Yes, there were people, there were shamans, but at the end of the day, you are the one who does the work. And your best guide in that process, it's your heart. You don't remember anything, maybe, of yourself, but your heart always carries you. You cannot have an experience without the heart. And the heart is at the base of everything. And that's what, after 6 years, I realized and I unfolded. This profound love for myself, it is very different from egoistical love. It's not like I come here today and I say, I love myself so much. I don't have to say that. It is an experience of living that reality for oneself. It is truly, truly living a different kind of life. Realizing that I did not need the Burberry clothes I used to buy, the belts, the bags, the BMW car I bought when I was 18 myself. I paid over 40,000 at that time for the car. So I lived that kind of life. Now I don't have any of those. I only have the memories of that, but How did that help me over time? It did not help me with this. It helped me to feel good in the day. It helped me to make other people happy around me. It helped me to give him even more money to people who just wanted from me. It helped me with that. And you know what? 10 years later, there's nothing of that left. There's none of those people left out there. I just have other kind of people in my life now. People that don't care what is it that I have to bring to them. People that simply adore our own friendship. And that kind of connection just magnetized. I magnetized towards them and they magnetized towards me. It's just a natural effect of that. It's so interesting, and I believe it can come across so weird and awkward and maybe, what is this guy talking about? But I want to tell you, it's an experience that if you come in a point as such in your life, you will understand it. And that's the easiest and the best way I can translate this complex, simple, and very beautiful scenario. So I believe after 6 years, what I found, and it was it worth it? Yes, I found the love sitting right here, and I found the peace sitting right here. So yeah, what is there not to be worth it about it? I believe I was reminded the greatest gift, which is sitting right here, 20 centimeters below your nose. And you have it too. And maybe this life journey, it's about discovering this. Maybe whatever they talk about in all those books, in all those shows, documentaries, podcasts about, it is about the journey, not about the destination. Maybe it's true. Maybe this is another example of the journey, the experience of the journey. Maybe we are meant to experience this final destination, which is so damn close, actually. So I hope this gives you some more perspective over the 6 years. I make these videos because I like to help people that may have been in similar scenarios as I was. I believe it also helps me because you understand something when you talk about it. Obviously, I'm very grateful for you sharing this video, watching this video, subscribing to the channel. Yes, I'm not going to post everyday such videos because I want to work too in tech. So I want to create videos of in that nature too. But I have an interest in this and it's part of my life. And I'm not following trends, you see. I'm just myself. And myself is much more than tech. Myself is much more than ayahuasca. Maybe we are creating some sort of authentic friendship here. So if there's something that you find interest, come along this journey. I promise you, you always find honesty here, and everything that I do is very transparent. So if you're into tech, if you're into the spiritual aspects I mentioned, if you're into self-healing, if you're into personal development, I don't bring here books to you. I can only share the journey as I go through the journey. And maybe there is something that could fit into your puzzle pieces into your life. Well, at least that's my intention. And yes, it's very wonderful to see all those likes, those comments. You know what really makes me happy is to understand that, okay, this helps somebody. It is not about how many likes or how many views I got today, or hey, look at my channel, I have so many followers. I don't, but personally, I don't adhere to that. I don't believe in such things. I don't create for that. I create to help, and I hope this has been helpful. So let me know, what do you think about this? Should be there more videos on this line? And by the way, right here, you should see the episode of my first ayahuasca experience. If you haven't seen it yet, go there, and I hope there's something you can take from this that helps. Thank you.